Hey everyone, welcome back, and this is my review of Golden Time Episode 8 entitled Reset. Oh my god, they just keep adding on the tension here. Why can't you find great romantic comedies like this all the time, huh? I actually want someone to answer that for me, okay? Like, quite honestly. Oh my god. So, in a flashback, Bonnery overhears Linda saying she does not like him as a lover, causing him to ignore her for days, until she apologizes, saying she did not mean what she said. And of course, this is the ghost of the past Bonnery, I'm assuming. Bonnery that's watching this and whatnot, because obviously Bonnery wouldn't know this unless he's starting to get his memories back, but if he isn't, they weren't too clear on this, I don't think, though. Right. Bonnery forgives her, and the spirit of Bonnery reminisces that was when things changed between the two and left him wondering if Linda did like him. In the present time, Bonnery goes to check on Mitsuo after a call from Coco and finds him depressed due to telling Chinami to stay away from him due to rumors about her rejecting him. Deciding to cheer him up, Bonnery, Nijigen, and Coco take Mitsuo to an amusement park, but when Chinami calls, Coco also invites her to reconcile her and Mitsuo. Coco and Bonnery meet Chinami at the station where after some banter between the two women, they get along and the group spends the whole day at the park, with Mitsuo and Chinami making up. Afterwards, they all spend the night at Bonnery's apartment, but while everyone sleeps, Bonnery texts Linda, who was next door, and they meet on the balcony. After reminiscing about their old relationship, Bonnery asks Linda what her feelings for him were in the past, and she responds that she only saw him as a friend. While seemingly accepting this, Bonnery blacks out for a moment and yells his desire to go back to that time, much to both of their shock. Linda passes off his sudden outburst and goes back inside, but the spirit of Bonnery reaffirms his love and desire to be with Linda, but notes he cannot leave the current Bonnery without disappearing. And that sums up what happened in this episode. Wow. Alright, so, first off there was a really disturbing scene in this episode that I didn't like. I'm not even going to describe it for you, but if you watch this episode, then you probably know what it was. So, the only thing I didn't like about this episode, though, let's get into what I liked about this episode. The tension, pretty much, is really the main thing here. It's like, they keep piling it on. Now, most people would say, oh, hey, it looks like Linda only cared about him as a friend, so he's going to end up with Coco in the end. I'm not buying it. And there's a few things in this episode that makes me not really buy it. Alright. For one, if in the flashback at the beginning of the episode, right after Linda finds out that Bonnery was eavesdropping on what she said, her reaction in that moment and with the next few days tells me that she was lying, okay? Quite honestly. It tells me that she was lying. That, she was just embarrassed that her friends were able to figure it out, and so she was lying. Not to mention her interactions with Bonri in previous episodes after he found out that about the two of them before. It's like, it's clear that she was lying, and plus I think it was in this episode that she even said herself that she thinks she was lying. I mean, it doesn't get more fucking blatant than that, okay? So yes, I'm not buying it at all. I don't think this is anywhere close to the end. Well, not the end of the series, obviously, because it's going to be 20-some episodes, but I think there's still a lot more left to go in terms of developing this love triangle, though. And, I mean, this is one of the few love triangles, though, where I would prefer Bonri and Linda, but I think Bonri and Coco is a really good couple, too. You know, it's one of the very few love triangles where I'm indifferent towards either of them. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this episode, though. It was just a really, really good, except for that one disturbing scene I mentioned before, which I really didn't like. It basically, if you want help noticing it, actually there's two. The first one has to do with Bonri, Mitsuo, and this other weird, bitchy, slutty girl in Mitsuo's apartment. And this other one has to do with Nijigane, or whatever the fuck his name is, and Mitsuo. When they're heading to the party that they're throwing for Mitsuo. Alright. Just to... because they're kind of hard to explain, basically. But I just didn't like those two scenes. But other than that, I thought it was a really good episode. So yeah, but anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.